Hey guys, it is ArmFro here, and I got the first X and Y, well, kind of sort of series of battles. This is going to be a double header. I had a series of maybe 6 to 8 battles, and no one really came close to even kind of beating me. The closest I got were these 2 battles, were these 4-0s. The others were 6 and 5-0s, but here's one. This is against Moo. This is a normal XY battle, and I really didn't want to show the guys who used pretty much all Ubers because they're just kind of boring. Because they don't really EV train or look at their IVs, so it's just kind of easy pickings. So he sends out his Gallade. I go into my Greninja, and I switch out of there with U-turn. Protean turns me into a bug type, so it does neutral damage, decent neutral damage. So I switch into Togekiss. Togekiss is my favorite Pokemon in this gen, because if you guys didn't know, it changed his type from normal to flying to fairy and flying. And so that makes him 4 times resist fighting and 4 times resist bug, which is absolutely amazing. And also gives him a new move called Dazzling Gleam, which is an 80 base power fairy move, which is really powerful. I actually one-hit KO'd a Sableye in one battle, so I'm going to go for the T-Wave on the switch. He goes into Aegislash, which has a lot of hype to it, but I haven't really had any problem taking out any Aegislash that I've come across. So I'm going to go for the Flamethrower to see what he does. I'm pretty sure he's going to go for the Swords Dance, but he gets the Paralysis, which is good in my part. But at this point, I might as well just go for another Flamethrower. If he does change forms and goes for Iron Head or something like that, I know I could take at least 1 hit that is super effective. But if he actually does switch into his Blade form and goes for the Iron Head, I am able to take that. But the problem with Togekiss in this generation is that he can't learn Roost because it's a tutor move from 5th generation. So that's the only problem with Togekiss at this point. But now I am going to switch into my Kangaskhan, predicting the Shadow Sneak. But he actually goes straight for the Iron Head again, which is going to do a decent chunk to my Kangaskhan, do about 50%. Because, well, Aegislash is really powerful in general. I'm going to go into his Mega Form, and I'm going to go straight for that Earthquake, just to easily KO this Aegislash. From where he's at. I could have Sucker Punched, but a lot of people have wanted me to change this moveset because I don't have Fake Out. I have the Sucker Punch, Power Up Punch, Return, and Earthquake. I like that moveset. It's more power-based than just Fake Out. I'm going to go for the Return. That's going to easily take out the Gallade. And he's actually going to switch into his Rotom Cut form. Which is interesting. I usually see Rotom Wash because it completely counters Talonflame. But whatever. I'm going to go back into Togekiss, kind of as Death Fodder, kind of see if he's going to go for the Leaf Storm. He goes for the Discharge, which is going to easily take out my Togekiss. But you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm going to switch into my Greninja, as I'm just thinking, you know what? The rest of his guys are either weak to Ice or it does neutral damage to Ice. Ice is going to do neutral damage to them, so I'm going to go for the Ice Beam. I turn into an Ice type with Protean, and it's going to easily take out the Rotom Cut form. So now, all he has left is his Gyarados, his Braviary, and I think, yeah, that's it. No, and this Togekiss, which I'm going to one-hit KO with an Ice Beam. Which, again, I don't think this guy really IV trained his guys, or EV trained his guys, because I'm able to one-hit KO a Togekiss with Ice Beam from a Greninja, even though I'm Life Orb, it's really powerful, but still, I don't think that should have one-hit KO'd him, because Togekiss is amazingly bulky. But I'm not going to want to stay in here, so I'm going to go to Protean and turn into a Bug and go for U-turn on the Gyarados. It's going to do a decent chunk. I'm going to go into my Rotom Wash, just because even if he does for the Dragon Dance, I know I can easily take him out with a Volt Switch. And so, and the only 2 guys that he has left are weak to Electricity. But right when I see this Thunderbolt, I know this game's over. He can't really do anything. Just because Gyarados doesn't have good special attack at all. So why the hell would you use Thunderbolt on him? But whatever. He goes for the Waterfall. I'm not going to do jack shit to my Rotom Wash. and I'm going to go for the Volt Switch just to easily take him out. And all he has left, I'm going to Volt Switch into my Greninja because I know his Braviary is not Scarf because I saw on the previous screen that he doesn't have an item. Another reason why he wasn't a very big challenge at all. So I'm just going to go for that Ice Beam, and that's going to pretty much finish off this game. But that's also why I'm actually doing 2 battles instead of just 1, just because that was just very anticlimactic. It was kind of too easy, and so I'm going to do a better battle this coming up. So this is going to be my battle against Andy, as it comes up. There we go, there's Andy. This was another OU match. That means no Ubers, no Blazikens, no crap like that. So I'm going to start out with my Rotom Wash. I did nickname my guys this time. So I sent out my Wishy-Washy, my Rotom Wash, as I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. See what he does, but he actually has Grass Knot on this guy. I know he has it in his move pool. Against Rotom Wash, which is light as hell, it's not going to do jack shit to. So I'm going to go for the Volt Switch, which isn't going to do much because he is a Grass type now. But I was actually very tempted to go for the Thunder Wave, but I didn't really want to get damage on my Rotom Wash at the moment. So I'm going to go into my Talonflame, my Falcon Blitz. Yeah, very cheesy name. But he's going to go into his Aigis Slash as I go for the Brave Bird. Good prediction on his part. But the sad thing is, as I said before, Talonflame is setup fodder. It is so easy to set up against an Aigis Slash. I mean, he's obviously going to do the King Shield, predicting my Flare Blitz at the moment. So I'm going to go for a bulk up right here as he goes for the King Shield, trying to predict my Flare Blitz. I mean, if you're really good with predictions, he's okay. But that's the thing. He's only okay. Like, Dawn Fantuit KOs him in his shield form, and Earthquake isn't affected by King Shield. So, it's just really bad. So, I'm going to go with the Flare Blitz now, because I know he can't King Shield. And that's going to easily take the Aigis Slash out. So, again, Aigis Slash, no problem at all. As he actually goes into his Scizor, as I get the recoil damage and the leftovers. I finally have 4 freaking leftovers. I used pickup to get them all, and it was really annoying. It took a really long time. But he's going to go into his Scizor, as I'm thinking here, I don't know what he's going to do. If he's going to Swords Dance, I can easily Flare Blitz him. So I'm just going to go for the Roost just to gain some HP back. As he goes on Mega Scizor, I'm not really scared of him being banded or anything like that, because he had to have the Scissorite to turn into Mega Scizor. This is why I really don't find Mega Scizor as a huge threat in this generation. Just because he was only a huge threat last generation, just because of the Choice Band and how powerful his attacks are. But now there's so many things that resist him that are just... like, he's not that good. But he's going to switch into his Delphox, his Kinnekins, as I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz. And that's going to do about 55%, as I know of Brave Bird will easily finish this guy off. I really don't think he has anything with priority or a Protect or anything like that, so I might as well just go straight for the Brave Bird, just to easily take out this Delphox. And again, that's going to take him out. I'm going to take some recoil damage. And I'm thinking on his team, there's no one really that could take a +1 Brave Bird except for his, I forget his name, his Algae Dragon Poison guy, which I've actually seen a lot on the Wi-Fi. He's really bulky, like really, really, really bulky. He has terrible typing, but he's extremely bulky. And so he's going to easily take out, he's going to take my +1 Brave Bird, and now he's just going to go for the Scald to take me out. So at this point, I'm thinking, you know what? The really only thing I could see right now that is a really big threat is his Greninja. So I'm just going to go into my Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Evolve, and hopefully... I was thinking about going for a power-up punch, but I really don't want him to either Toxic my Mega Kangaskhan or anything because power punch is extremely weak. So I'm just going to go straight for the return. straight for the earthquake and just take this guy out as fast as I can because I really don't want him to stay in this game. And so he is down, and his biggest wall is out. Actually, his Ivy Slash and that guy is out, so his walls are completely gone. He sends out his Lucario. I'm 100 base speed with Jolly and max IVs in speed and 252 EVs in speed, so I easily outspeed the Lucario and it goes down. And so the only thing I'm really scared of at this point in his Greninja and his Mega Scizor, just because my Talonflame's gone. I do have my Rotom Wash, but again, it's not really... I mean, Scizors can't really do anything with Rotom Wash except for U-turn. So I'm going to go into my Rotom as he predicts my switch, goes for the Grass Knot. Again, does not do jack because Rotom is light as hell. He's a ghost, for God's sake. So now I'm going to go for the Thunder Wave as he goes for the Dark Pulse, which is kind of makes it easier for me because I could Volt Switch and actually do damage to him. But he's going for the Dark Pulse. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll just go for the Thunder Wave. No, I get flinched. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll go for the Volt Switch here and switch into something that could Revenge Kill for, which will be my Donphan. Which I love my nickname for Donphan. It's called Irrelevant. Irrelevant, because it's an elephant. It's a very cheesy nickname, but I was very proud of myself. So he's going to go for the Dark Pulse, going to easily take my Rotom Wash out after the 2 frickin' flinches, as I'm going to go into my Greninja. I named Slippy because his head looks like an R-Wing, which is what Star Fox wrote on, and he's a frog. So I'm going to go for the U-turn, easily going to take him out because he is a Dark type now. And now I can switch into... I was thinking either Donphan or Togekiss to take out the Scizor. I decided to go with Togekiss. I named Hershey because Hershey's Kiss, and why do I have to explain all my nicknames? He's gonna go into his Scizor. I know I could take a Bullet Punch because it's not banded, as I'm just gonna go for the Flamethrower just to finish this guy off. And so that is gonna be end of the 2 matches. I really hope you guys like these battles. Thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you like the quality and stuff like that. I might be able to get better in the future. So, thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, stay classy.